killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk with aggravated murder, a crime punishable by death if convicted. The suspect was arraigned in court late this afternoon.
The suspect was arraigned in court late this afternoon. 嫌犯于今天傍晚在法庭被提审。
Meanwhile, across the country on Capitol Hill, FBI Director Kash Patel clashed with Democratic senators on his handling.
FBI Director Kash Patel clashed with Democratic senators. 联邦调查局局长卡什·帕特尔与民主党参议员发生了冲突。
Of the Charlie Kirk investigation and on his leadership of the agency. Our White House correspondent Liz Landers starts off our coverage tonight.
Tonight, the suspected killer of 31-year-old conservative activist Charlie Kirk potentially faces the death penalty.
Faces the death penalty. 面临死刑判决。
I do not take this decision lightly.
I do not take this decision lightly. 我并非轻易做出这个决定。
Local prosecutors charged 22-year-old Tyler Robinson with aggravated murder.
With aggravated murder. 加重情节的谋杀。
A capital offense.
A capital offense. A capital offense. 一项死罪。
Charlie Kirk was murdered while engaging in one of our most sacred and cherished American rights, the bedrock of our democratic republic, the free exchange of ideas.
Robinson was also charged with felony discharge of a firearm punishable by
Charged with felony discharge of a firearm. 被控犯有非法开枪的重罪。
life in prison, as well as other crimes, including obstruction of justice and witness tampering.
Obstruction of justice and witness tampering. 妨碍司法公正和篡改证人证供。
Law enforcement revealing new messages between the suspect and his roommate.
Law enforcement revealing new messages between the suspect and his roommate. 执法部门披露了嫌疑人与其室友之间的新信息。
Both handwritten and over text. Prosecutors reading them aloud.
Both handwritten or over text. Prosecutors reading them aloud. 无论是手写的还是短信内容，检察官们大声宣读了这些信息。
The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note.
The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note. 室友在键盘下面找了找，发现了一张纸条。
It stated, quote, I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk.
That stated, quote, I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk. 上面写着我曾有机会除掉查理柯克
And I'm going to take it.
and I'm going to take it. 而我会抓住这个机会。
I had enough of his hatred.
I had enough of his hatred. 我受够了他的恨意。
Hate can't be negotiated out.
Some hate can't be negotiated out. 有些仇恨是无法通过协商消除的。
You affirm that the testimony you're about to give before this committee will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
All this comes as FBI Director Kash Patel today defended the investigation of Kirk's killing and his handling of the Bureau's affairs in a fiery Senate hearing.
His handling of the Bureau's affairs in a fiery Senate hearing.
That
It is
tear
my
this country
time
apart.
to address your falsehoods.
Oh, you
are an
can try all
to the
you
division
want
in this
to
country.
not take
It is my
responsibility
time.
for what
You
you
had
have
your
said.
time.
Sir, you're
Your
making
time
a
is
mockery of this
over.
committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over.
You don't tell me my time is over. 轮不到你来说我的时代已经结束。
At particular issue was when Director Patel prematurely announced a suspect was in custody the night of Kirk's killing. Patel posted less than 2 hours later that the person in custody had been released, and officials had to make clear that the gunman remained at large.
And officials had to make clear that the gunman remained at large. 官员们不得不明确表示，枪手人在逃。
Mr. Patel was so anxious to take credit for finding Mr. Kirk's assassin that he violated one of the basics of effective law enforcement. At critical stages of an investigation, shut up and let the professionals do their job.
At a critical stage of an investigation, shut up and let the professionals do their job. 在调查的关键阶段，闭嘴，让专业人士来干活。
I put that information out. And then when we interviewed him, I put out the results of that. And could I have been more careful in my verbiage and included an A subject instead of subject?
By verbiage and include a subject instead of subject.
Sure, in the heat of the moment.
Before departing for a UK state visit, President Trump said he has full faith in his FBI director.
Cash, if you take a look at what he did with respect to this horrible person that he just captured. He did it in 2 days.
Patel today also faced questions about recently firing senior officials who have since sued him, accusing him of illegal political retribution.
Accusing him of illegal political retribution. 指责他进行非法的政治报复。
Part of a broader personnel purge of the president's perceived enemies in law enforcement.
Part of a broader personnel purge of the president's perceived enemies in law enforcement. 这是总统对他眼中执法部门的敌人开展的更广泛的个人倾诉行动的一部分。The president's perceived enemies. The president's perceived enemies. 总统认为的敌人。
The only way people get terminated at the FBI is if they fail to meet the muster of the job and their duties. And that is where I will leave it. Those are allegations. And that is an ongoing litigation. So they'll have their day in court, so will we.
Patel has faced growing scrutiny over his leadership, taking criticism from skeptical Senate Democrats that he is the right person to help lower the national temperature in a time of heightened political violence.
To help lower the national temperature in a time of heightened political violence. 在政治暴力加剧之际，帮助缓和全国的紧张气氛。
Let's be clear. Republicans are not Nazis, and Democrats are not evil, as Mr. Patel has claimed.
But not all Democrats leveled criticism on the director. Minnesota Senator
But not all Democrats leveled criticism on the director. 但并非所有民主党人都对这位局长提出批评。
Amy Klobuchar tried to connect by invoking recent deadly shootings in her state, the politically motivated assassination of State House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband, and the shooting at a Minneapolis Catholic school that killed 2 young children.
Especially it relates to
In a moment of empathy, Patel vowed to work with Congress on gun violence prevention.
In a moment of empathy, Patel vowed to work with Congress on gun violence prevention. 出于同理心，帕特尔承诺将与国会合作预防枪支暴力问题。
Minnesota has suffered untold tragedy in these last few months, and whatever creativity we can use to eliminate even just one shooting, one horrific death, I am in favor of engaging with Congress fully to do.
So don't give me this both sides. If we want
Other senators turned up the temperature and pointed blame for political violence, not on guns, but on ideology.
Not on guns, but on ideology. 不是在枪支问题上，而是在意识形态上。
Facts are plain and clear, and we have to speak truth in this moment, or there's no other side of the mountain. The vast majority of Americans are against political violence, but there is a vocal, active minority that encourages and celebrates it, and that minority is overwhelmingly on the left.
And that minority is overwhelmingly on the left. 而那少数人绝大多数是左派人士。
Senator, tell us.
The last word in the room from retiring Republican Tom Tillis, begging both political parties to reflect on their rhetoric.
Begging both political parties to reflect on the rhetoric. 恳请两个政党都反思一下他们的言辞。
And I'm just saying that there are people out here on our side of the aisle that still need to look in the mirror.
Patel's hearing really covered a wide range of issues, but one theme that kept reemerging: violence in America. He's trying to reassure both Democrats and Republicans that his agency is prepared to handle those challenges as it continues to investigate the Charlie Kirk murder. Meanwhile, Patel will likely face another round of tough questions tomorrow up on Capitol Hill in the morning in the House Judiciary Committee.
Right.
Jeff.
That's the debut report from the newest member of our NewsHour.
That's a debut report from the newest member of our NewsHour family. 这是我们新闻1小时团队最新成员的首次报道。
Family White House correspondent Liz.
White House correspondent Lisa Landers. 白宫记者丽莎勒雷尔。
Landers, Liz, we're so glad you're here.
Liz, it's great to have you on the team, and not a moment too soon because there is no shortage of news to dig into. So well.
Not a moment too soon because there is no shortage of news to dig into. 一点也不，来的正是时候，因为值得深入探究的新闻可不少。
Welcome.
I'm thrilled to be here and so excited to join the NewsHour team.
I'm thrilled to be here and so excited to join the NewsHour team. 能来到这里我非常激动，也很高兴能加入新闻1小时团队。
Well, for more on Patel's hearing and his 10